New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, gather round, cause I'ma do it like this. I keep kicking it, big truck whipping it.
Hey guys, we are here to do one of my requests. I got a request for a turquoise and black look, and you can see it. I completed this eye right here, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, and I'm going to show you what I did. This eye has already been primed with Urban Decay Primer Potion. The next step is to apply MAC Shadestick and Sharkskin. If you don't have a Shadestick and Sharkskin, you can use a paint pot in Blackground. It's very similar. Okay, so what you want to do is I start by lining my eye and then trying to get the shape that I want, and then coloring it in. And at this point you want to go into your crease and a little bit above it, so that when you can close your eye you can still see the black. And it's also going to darken your turquoise. This type of look is probably not a day look. This would be something to go out in. So it's going to be kind of very bright and colorful. But the black base underneath it is going to give it a lot of depth. And just check to make sure it's pretty much even with the other eye. If you want, you can bring the Sharkskin down under here, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so your eye should look like this. First, what I want to do is put a little bit of Vanilla Pigment in with like a pencil brush, just in the tear duct, and that's just to lighten this up a little bit. So always the inner corner, for me, I like the inner corner being lighter all the time. Okay? So you can just pat that on in the tear duct and right in, I wouldn't even say the inner third, not that much. About that much. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of the color Aquadisiac, which looks like this. This one is Aquadisiac. Oops, cameras. Okay. Put that onto your eyeshadow brush and put it right on top of the vanilla, but only go in about a third of the way. Okay, so like that. Next, you're going to take Shimmermoss, which is the one right on the bottom. Put more of that onto your brush, and now you're going to go up until about leave the last third of your lid, and you can start going over the Aquadisiac. See that? And just like pat it on, and then you can blend. So now I'm still using the same brush. I'm just flipping it over to the other side, and you can get Blacktied, which is here. Blacktied. Just put a little bit on here, because this color is very dark. A little bit goes a long way with it. And you're just going to want to dab it right at the end, right there, right over the Sharkskin. And then pull it up into the crease. Like that. Don't start going too crazy, because we're going to be blending. Just keep dabbing and dabbing. Now you can see the this color has a lot of sparkles in it. Okay, the next step, we're going to start blending. Okay, just checking the camera. Okay, so we're putting the Blacktied, finish it up in the crease. Don't go too far in, because we want that to stay lighter. Next, pick up your blending brush. You can use any blending brush, and blend out the corners in like circular motions, and then you can go in windshield wipers into the crease like this. Now just check to make sure your shape is similar to what's on the other eye. If you don't have Blacktied, you can use Carbon. Carbon doesn't have the sparkles though, so that's why I picked Blacktied. But if you wanted to make it more of a matte finish, you can use carbon, or you can use dark soul pigment. It would also work here. In fact, I think dark soul would make this even darker. So if you wanted to go darker, you can use that pigment. Okay, here we go. See? The next step is to really intensify the turquoise. I'm going to take some teal pigment, and I'm actually just going to take on the cap. I'm using a doe foot Sephora brush, and I'm going to go right where I blended the Shimmermoss into the Blacktied, and you can see how much that's really intensifying the turquoise. And all you're going to do is pat it on at this point. I'm just going to pat it. You don't want to go too far in because that's going to gradually get lighter where your Shimmermoss and the Aquadisiac is. Now when you're done packing it on, you can, using this doe foot brush, you can start blending it into the black. Pick the blending brush back up again, go back into the Blacktied, just to make sure that it's all blended and even. You don't want to put too much because you intensified the turquoise before, and you don't want to lose that. Check the shape. I'm just going to blend this out a little. The shape is pretty similar. Okay. Next, you're going to take a liner brush right here, and you're going to put Shimmermoss onto the liner brush and begin all the way on the inside corner of your eye. Now, if you don't want to put this here, you can begin with some vanilla and then put this on if you wanted. Now remember, it's going to be a little bit lighter because we don't have Sharkskin under here. If you want it to match perfectly exactly, you can put a thin layer of Sharkskin Shadestick under this. Just make sure you get under all the lashes. I would go about 3/4 of the way. Okay, you can then take some Blacktied on the same liner brush and darken up the outer corner. And then we're going to just blend out that edge just slightly again. I'm taking liquid liner in, it's Revlon in Blackest Black, color stay liquid liner. And we're going to line the top of the eye. Okay. The next step is to get that winged look on the end, and that's kind of difficult if you are new at this. It may be easier to do it with a pencil. I'm going to start with the liquid liner and then try to do it with a pencil, and I do it differently than everybody else. Basically, I'm just going to extend this line out up on top. Like that. And then I'm going to take a liner brush. I don't know, this is just easy for me. And I take the liquid liner, stick it onto the liner brush, just a little bit, and I'm going to connect this with the bottom lash line. It's kind of backwards from the way everybody else does it, but it works for me. And just make sure it's dark in there. And there you go. That is, oh actually, one last thing. We'll put Vanilla Pigment up on top as a highlight. You can use any highlight, whatever is your favorite highlight would work here. So there you go. Here is the finished look. Hopefully you guys like it. It's really pretty to go out with, to a club. I wouldn't really wear it for every day, but you can if you wanted to. If you had a nice pretty turquoise shirt to wear or some accessories that are this color. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully it's what you wanted. And that's about it. So thanks guys. Bye.
Yeah, New York, the 5 boroughs. This your boy G.Smallz. What? Woo!